So let the wives be to their own husbands in everything. Okay. Now there's a balance to it. Verse 25, it says, husbands, love your wives, even as Hamashiach also loved the church and gave himself for it, that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of water by the word. Okay. So it's a two-way street, but our job is to worship and praise and be subject to Yahweh Yahweh Shai, and our wives are supposed to be subject unto us. Okay, and in return, we love our wives like we love the church and we love Hamashiach, but it has to work in that order. Okay, if the husband is subject unto Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and he's doing what he can and trying his best to please the Heavenly Father, the wife should be doing the same. If she's not, the scriptures tell us to put her away. Okay, plain and simple. Why? Because just like our job is to please the Heavenly Father and his son, our wife's job is to please her husband. Period. Point blank. And you're going to be judged according to that, not according to how many precepts you know, or how much studying you do, or how much you cover your head, this, that, or the third, or you don't wear pants, or you do wear pants. It doesn't. Listen, it's going to be according to your obedience or your subjugation to your husband. Period. Point blank. Okay. Let's see, and let's go to an example. And this is kind of ironic because in the book of Ruth was a Moabite, but it's going to highlight that, obedience to a man, especially an Israelite man, was king. Okay. It says, let's see where we'll start. I start at 4. And behold, Boaz came from Bethlehem and said unto the reapers, Yahweh be with you. And they answer him, Yahweh bless thee. Then said Boaz unto his servant that was set over the reapers, whose damsel is this? Speaking of Ruth, of course. Verse 6, and the servant that was set over the reapers answered and said, it is a Moabitish damsel that came back with Naomi out of the country of Moab. And Naomi was pretty much kindred. It was, if I'm not mistaken, related to Boaz, and kindred of Elimelech. Okay, and it said, and he said, I pray you, Salakia. Verse 7. And she said, I pray you, let me glean and gather after the reapers among the sheaves. So she came and have continued even from the morning until now, that she tarried a little in the house. Then said Boaz unto Ruth, hearest thou not, my daughter? Go not to glean in another field, neither go from hence, but abide here fast by my maidens. Verse 9, let thine eyes be on the field that they do reap, and go thou after them. Have I not charged the young men that they shall not touch thee? And when thou art athirst, go unto the vessels and drink of that which the young men have drawn. Then she fell on her face and bowed herself to the ground and said unto him, why have I found grace in thy eyes, that thou shouldest take knowledge of me, seeing I am a stranger? Verse 11, and Boaz answered and said unto her, it hath fully been showed me all that thou hast done unto thy mother-in-law since the death of thine husband, and how thou hast left thy father and thy mother and the land of thy nativity, and art come unto a people which thou knewest not there heretofore. Verse 12, Yahweh recompense thy work, and a full reward be given thee of Yahweh, power of Israel, under whose wings thou art come to trust. Okay, so basically, Boaz, who is an Israelite, is telling a Moabitish woman that the Most High is blessing her, okay, for her obedience, okay, because her husband died, and she stuck it out with her mother-in-law, okay, who pretty much left the land of Moab and came back to Jerusalem because there was a famine in the land of Israel at the time, okay, and she left instead of staying where she was in most likely, Moab. She left with her mother-in-law, okay, because she felt an obligation to take care of her mother-in-law for her deceased husband, okay, just showing that, you know, that's what a woman is judged by, and you see that's what Boaz answered. Let me read that again. Verse 12. Yahweh recompense thy work, and a full reward be given thee of Yahweh, power of Israel, under whose wings thou art come to trust. Verse 13, then she said, let me find favor in thy sight, my Lord, for that thou hast comforted me, and for that thou hast spoken friendly unto thine handmaid, though I be not like unto one of thine handmaids. Verse 14, and Boaz said unto her, at mealtime come thou hither, and eat of the bread, and dip thy morsel in the vinegar. And she sat beside the reapers, and he reached her parched corn, and she did eat, and was sufficed, and left. Okay, so like I say, it's an account showing you, look, here's a Moabitish woman that's being under subjugation unto, Israelites. Okay, but she understands the role of a woman. Okay, and that's really a cut to the women of our nation, man. Here you have a heathen woman that gets that understands. Look, your whole job is to serve your man, and you're gonna be judged according to it. Okay, and see, it says that the Most High recompensed her for her work, meaning paid her back a reward. Okay, and Boaz said he had heard, of the things that she had done, and with her mother-in-law. Okay, showing you that it's all about, for a woman, it's all about your servitude to your man. Okay, let me get one more. This is okay, and that's Salakia. This is 2 Samuel chapter 6, and basically that was we saw one side of when you're in servitude, the rewards that can come, and then because your name carries a reputation. Okay, and the Most High felt that the things that she had done was worthy enough for her to have a book in the Bible. But the moral of the story is that she was a servile woman. A woman means to be a servant unto an Israelite man, although she was a heathen. Okay, that's the moral of the story, and really trying to teach women how to be in order, because that's what everything has to be in order. The scriptures say, "Let everything be done decently and in order." Okay. Now this is okay. We just read the account in Ruth about a woman being in order. Now we're gonna read about a woman being out of order. Okay, and the recompense thereof. Okay, this is 2 Samuel chapter 6 and 16. I'll jump around a little bit. It says, and as the ark of Yahweh came into the city of David, Michal, Saul's daughter. Okay, Michal was pretty much given to King David by Saul for a wife. And it says, Michal, Saul's daughter, looked through a window and saw King David leaping and dancing before Yahweh, and she despised him in her heart. Okay, and basically like the average black nigger woman, saw him dancing and got jealous. Okay, and they brought in the ark of Yahweh and set it in the place. Okay, so it's painting a picture that this King David, a man who had a heart after the Most High, okay, he's rejoicing because the Ark of the Covenant is being brought back to Jerusalem. Okay, so he's dancing and rejoicing. And here you have the nigger woman catching attitude. Benjamite. Bucked up Benjamite. Okay. Michal, Saul's daughter, looked through a window and saw King David leaping and dancing before the Lord, and she despised him in her heart. And they brought in the ark of Yahweh and set it in his place in the midst of the tabernacle that David had pitched for it. And David offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before Yahweh. And as soon as David had made an end of offering burnt offerings and peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of Yahweh of hosts. And he dealt among all the people, even among the whole multitude of Israel, as well to the women as men, to everyone a cake of bread and a good piece of flesh and a flagon of wine. So all the people departed, everyone to his house. Then David returned to bless his household, and Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, how glorious was the king of Israel today. Okay, so she's coming with the nigger woman sass. Okay, it says, then David returned to bless his household, and Michal, the daughter of Saul, came out to meet David and said, how glorious was the king of Israel today, who uncovered himself today in the eyes of the handmaids of his servants, as one of the vain fellows shamelessly uncovered himself. So basically, she's trying to chew King David out, man. Okay, verse 21. And David said unto Michal, it was before Yahweh, which chose me before thy father, and before all his house, to appoint me rule over the people of Yahweh, over Israel. Therefore I will play before Yahweh. Okay, see? Simple-minded woman not understanding the magnitude of the situation. This man's rejoicing, man. Like I said before, man after the Lord, after the mind of Yahweh, man. Okay, rejoicing because the most coveted relic or a piece of history known to Israel was being brought back. Okay, so he's basically telling, look, listen, the Most High set me up over your father, over everybody in your house. Okay, and I'm going to rejoice and I will play before the Lord. Verse 22, and I will yet be more vile than thus, and will be base in my own sight. And of the maidservants which thou hast spoken of them shall I be had in honor. Okay, so he's basically saying, look, okay, I'm going to do what I've been doing, and you got shit to say. Well, I'll let the other handmaids, I'll let them rejoice over me. Okay, and speak honor of me. Okay, verse 23. Therefore, Michal, the daughter of Saul, had no child until the day of her death. Okay, so you see the punishment of being, you see the recompense, or pretty much the high praises, for women when they do what they're supposed to. Okay, when they're in a servile mind state, and then you see the recompense for women that are out of order. Okay, she had no business talking to King David like that, man. And for that, the Most High gave her one of maybe the worst plague a woman could have, which is to be barren. Okay, so that's pretty much it, man. A woman's worth is going to be measured by her servitude to her man. Period. Point blank. Okay, it's all throughout the scriptures. Okay, and you have instances where there are women that were prophetess, but they, like the scriptures say, if they will learn anything, let them ask their husband at home, and that's what they did. And as a prerequisite to them being obedient to their husband, they were made prophetess, and the Most High saw fit to mention them in the scriptures to show them that there were righteous women. Okay, so Lord willing,